Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Those of you who have been with us since the beginning, those of you that have been with us here and there's about, and those of you who have just subscribed, as well as those of you who are about to subscribe. You're walking with Mr. Clay. I'm Mr. Clay, and we're calling those things that are not as though they are. Yes. We are in the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 16. Still on the subject of the Moabites and how the Most High has determined their sentence and what it shall be, their destruction. We've covered the Assyrian, we've covered the Babylonians, and now we're to the point of Moab. He says, "Send ye the lamb to the ruler of the land, from Selah to the wilderness unto the mount of the daughter of Zion." Yes, send a lamb, a sacrifice. Why would you do anything else different? "For it shall be that as a wandering bird cast out of the nest, so the daughters of Moab shall be at the fords of Arnon." In other words, you're going to be helpless, is what the Most High is saying, even the I Am. "Take counsel, execute judgment. Make thy shadow as the night in the midst of the noonday. Hide the outcast. Bewray not him that wandereth." In other words, you do what is right. Make thy shadow in the night in the midst of the noonday. And you need to hide the outcast, the helpless, those who have been put down. And don't reject him that wandereth. It is what he's saying. "Let mine outcast dwell with thee." Yes, Moab, those who have been cast out, that are wandering, that have escaped, maybe from the king of Babylon or from a Babylon captivity somewhere in that region. He says, "Let them dwell with thee," is what he's saying. He says now, "Moab, be not a covert to them from the face of the spoiler." Now he's telling him not to betray them from the face of the spoiler. "For the extortioner is at an end, even the one who seeks after these who are escaped, or the outcast." Now, the spoiler ceases and the oppressors are consumed out of the land. This is the thing that's going to happen with those who have overtaken the land of Israel. He says, "In mercy shall the throne be established." Now he's going another way. What throne is he talking about? "And he shall sit upon it in truth in the tabernacle of David." So we're talking about being in Jerusalem, and in mercy shall the throne be established, but who? We don't see nothing here, but we know that this is going to be the city of David, for the tabernacle of David is in the city of David. Yes, we have heard the pride of Moab. He is very proud, even his haughtiness and his pride and his wrath, but his lies shall not be so. In other words, Moab, you are something else. "Therefore shall Moab howl for Moab. Everyone shall howl for the foundations of Haresheth. Shall mourn. Surely they are stricken. For the fields of Heshbon languish, and the vine of Sibmah, the lords of the heathen have broken down the principal plant thereof, and they are come even unto Jazer. They wandered through the wilderness, her branches are stretched out. They are gone over the sea. Therefore I will bewail with the weeping of Jazer, the vine of Sibmah, and I will water thee with my tears, O Heshbon and Eliah. For the shouting of the summer fruits and for thy harvest is fallen." Now this is more or less parable in a way describing of what shall happen, and the Most High being sad, or so he says, being compassionate toward them. And as gladness is taken away in joy of the plentiful field, and in the vineyard shall be no singing, neither shall there be shouting. The treader shall tread out no wine in their presses, and I have made their vintage shouting cease. In other words, your joy is gone. You have nothing. Wherefore my bowels shall sound like an harp for Moab, and my inward parts for Kaharish. And it shall come to pass, when it is seen that Moab is weary on the high place, that he shall come to his sanctuary to pray, but he shall not prevail. His sanctuary. Think about it. It is the word of the I Am, that the I Am has spoken concerning Moab since that day. But now the I Am has spoken, saying, within 3 years, as the year of an highland, shall the glory of Moab be contend with all that great multitude, and the remnant shall be very small and feeble. In other words, what is the Most High is about to bring on the children of the Moabites is very sad. They're going to wipe them out, practically wipe them out, except for a remnant. And even though they go to their high places to pray to their gods and sacrifice on their altars, it will not help them. This is what the Most High is saying to the children of Moab. And that is still the part of Moab continued from, or should I say the burden of Moab continued from chapter 15. And it's sad when we have gone the way and we've sided with the enemy and the oppressor, and thinking that we have advantage, only to find out that we are to suffer what the oppressor suffers, because we have went against those that have been chosen by the Most High, and those that have turned their life and made their life that which is pleasing to the Most High, to suffer with the oppressor and thinking that we have advantage. But if we do those things that are right before the Most High, even obeying the commandments, statutes, laws, and ordinances, as the Most High has commanded, even really all the earth, but using Israel, even the children of Jacob, as an example, we will have peace.